Prayers.
Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices of rulers and parliament for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us thy servant whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner, to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our church. Amen.
Correction and approval of records of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 12 December 2023.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 12 December 2023 is before us for correction and approval. Can any honorable member please move a motion for the correction and approval of the said record of votes and proceedings? Member for Sanementre.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move the motion that we approve the records of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Thursday, 12 December 2023. Thank you.
Any seconder? Member for Kiang Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 12 December 2023 be approved. Any issue or issues of observation from honorable members, we can look at the record by page, beginning with page 1. Page 1. Page 2, can you move to page 2, please? Page 3, member for Upper Salon.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, my name is showing on the absent with permission. In actual fact, I was not absent. I came late. So no, you know, there's a distinction. We need to have a distinction between lateness and absenteeism. It's not the same. I came after 2 o'clock when the session already closed, but I was here. No, wait. No, Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the standing orders. Honorable Speaker, our standing order says we start at 10 a.m. and close at 6. I was in here between those times, so I was not absent. So I suggest we. No. I was here. I was here and I came to your office. You saw me. You are my witness. Thank you.
Order, please. Order, please. Before responding to him, I will give the floor to Lower Salum, Nominate Member Kebal, and Fopona Mentreng and Banjul North. Yes.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, what he said from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock, he is right. But the issue is he is late in the chamber. And when we adjourn, means he is absent. And he was not present.
Thank you, Lower Salum. Yes. Nominated Member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Speaker, in fact, I have a similar observation. My name is listed under absenteeism with permission. And I was here by 4:30. After representing the Parliament at a function. Yes, I represented the parliament at a function. Okay, I came around 4:30, that was before 6. So I was equally present.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, these two, the nominated member, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍, and the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍, once their observation is approved, meaning I'm equally here, I was equally here, I am absent, I came late. Thank you.
Ma'am, can you please come again? You were not audible enough, or maybe the mics were echoing, so I didn't hear you. Yes, please.
Honorable Speaker, I said once the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏's observation is approved and nominated member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏's observation is approved, meaning I was equally here, I also came late, so it should be approved once theirs is approved as well.
You came what time?
Well, Maimuna Sise can attest to that. I also came late, but I was.
What time?
This was after the sittings, of course. But I was here.
Banjul North, you have the floor.
The Honorable Speaker, to be honest, listening to the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 and also the nominated member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, I think what they have submitted is something that we need to consider, because if we go according to our standing order and also what they went for, that is to represent the parliament, I think it is important to consider them as members present.
Last, I will give the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 and Majority Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, the session is supposed to start from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. But that doesn't mean that it's mandatory upon the Assembly to sit up to 6 o'clock. At any point in time, the business closes, and you come to the Assembly after the business, you are late.
Thank you very much. Order. Honorable members, hearing the testimony of 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 and nominated member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 as well as that of 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, they have not denied the fact that they did not attend yesterday's sitting. What they are arguing is they were here before 6 o'clock, and members are expected to be here latest 9:50. So that according to the standing order they are quoting, by 10 a.m. we should start. And there is no way in the standing orders that the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 is relying indicated that members should come or session should start between 10 to 6 o'clock. Session can start any time within those hours. And they have agreed that they did not attend. And this record of votes and proceeding is for the sitting. That's why it says record of votes and proceeding for the sitting of this particular day. So it is clear that they were absent. But if they have evidence that they represented the Assembly, we can put them, we can list them as absent.
Chair.
Order, please. Don't use your mic, please. Order. If they have evidence that they represented the Assembly, that means they are formally assigned by this Assembly to represent us. And if they have proof of that, they'll be listed under those who absent with permission. No. Yeah, they're already absent with permission. That does it. Any order on page 3? Any order on page 3? Yes, Fonyi Councillor, please. Fonyi Councillor, please, not on that matter.
Which matter? I want to do a correction.
No, not on that matter.
Hear me first before you go.
No, please, not on that matter.
Are we not talking of page 3?
No, not on that matter.
Are we not talking of page 3?
Oh, yeah, page 3, yes, but not on that matter.
I am awake, huh?
Page 3, but not about the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 and the member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏.
No. I said, just hear me.
No.
I am at page 3. I said, hear me at page 3.
Go ahead, but make sure it is not about these two people. Please, go ahead.
All right. Page 3, number 43.
Yes, 43.
Fatou Cham, she said she wasn't around. And
Looking at the cognizance, she is present. I don't know where do we relocate her when she says she's not.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, member for Fonye Councillor. Table office, please remove number 43, Fatou Cham, from those who were present. She was not present. She was not present. Remove her name from any order on page 3. Yes, member for Woolley East. Woolley East, then.
Thank you. If you remove her from where she is, then you have to take her to the area where it is without permission.
Yes, she should be placed those who absent without permission. Table office, place her on those absent without permission. Any order on page 3, page 4? So remember, follow Fuladu.
Yes, thank you very much. On page 3, number 54 should be removed and put to absent without permission.
The member for Upper Salum. Yes, I heard the nominated member Kebalang Fofana indicated that he represented the parliament, and I did mention that if they have proof of that, he will be put on they will. I was referring to both him and you. Now it is evident that you did not represent the parliament, even though you were in my office after sitting.
No, who says so? He's assuming. He doesn't have facts. He's assuming.
Now I'm asking you.
Honourable Speaker, the procedure is to consult with the Speaker, right? And I've done that. So I've consulted with the Speaker. You can confirm with him.
Then, yeah, Clark confirmed to me that you were permitted.
All right. And I have evidence to show also.
All right.
The member is just assuming.
No, it's okay. Any order on, yes, the member for Jara Central. On page 4. Yes, please.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. On page 4, after the consideration at the Committee of Supply, the next line you have there, the Committee of Supply considered the appropriation Bill 2023 as follows. It should be 2024.
Yes, appropriation Bill 2024. Instead of 2023, it should read 2024. Any order on page 4? Can I move to page 5? Member for Woolley East.
Yes, thank you. Page 5, the last sentence. The bill was deemed to have been a red. That A there should be deleted. And wherever it is, because it's in several places, in page 6 as well.
Page 5. Sorry, I'm not following.
Last sentence, the bill was deemed to have been a red.
Page 5, I don't think.
It's on page 6, okay.
Page 5, Jara Central.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, once again. On page 5, number 2, that clause 2, expenditure of 29,221,188,443 out of authorized consolidated revenue fund stands, we should add S there, stands part of the bill with amendment.
Honourable members, are you following? All right, any order on page 5? Page 6. Page 6. Member for Woolley East.
It's the same I was talking about. The last sentence, the bill was deemed to have been read. We removed the A before the read.
That's the last line
and wherever it is,
of page 6.
In other pages.
The bill was deemed to have been read the first time, to delete the R. Any order on page 6? Can we move to page 7? Can we move to page 7? Yes, member for Jara Central. Now?
I wanted to draw you back on page 5, if you may allow me, please.
Please do.
Yeah, the last, where I was reading, the amendment should carry S also, should have S. Because it was more than one amendment we had. So with amendments.
No, there was only one.
Okay, thank you.
In fact, we also had only one amendment, but we dealt with it last time. We said whether amendment or amendments. It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, page 7, yeah, please go ahead, Salimentary.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. After the Roman figure number 2, where you have the second paragraph, third paragraph instead, the bill was deemed to have been read the first time. Instead of the bill was deemed to have been a read the first time. A should be deleted.
And wherever it appears, we delete the... yes, Member for Bakau.
Honourable Speaker, on page 7, where you have the next stage of the bill, second reading was appointed. The word appointed, I'm not very much convinced with it. Instead, we use schedule. The
pointer is correct.
Is it?
Yeah, you can appoint a date. In fact, it's in the standing order. You know. The appointed date. Honourable members, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 12 December 2023 be approved. Oh, God. I'll take it again. It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 12 December 2023 be approved with amendments. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Questions for oral answers.
Honourable members, in accordance with Order 14.3 of the Standing Orders of the National Assembly, I hereby vary the order paper for today's business. Clerk, Fisheries and Water Resources.
Questions for oral answer. The Honourable Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources.
Honourable members, as per Order 41.1 of the standing orders, today is question for oral answers. Furthermore, as a reminder, clause 43 of the standing orders limited supplementary questions to 7 in total, 2 for the honourable member asking the question and 5 among other members. Therefore, we will proceed with the Honourable Minister for Fisheries, Water Resources and National Assembly matters scheduled for today to give his oral answers. Thank you. Clerk, you may proceed.
Questions for oral answer. Right, Honourable Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources.
Thank you, Honourable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources. You may take the podium. Question for which due notices were given to the Honourable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources by honorable members for oral answer. Question number 426 of 2023 by the member for Nyamina East.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the people of Nyamina East are concerned about the boreholes that were dug over a year ago, and nothing is being done about them. Could the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources inform this August Assembly how serious is the government about these boreholes that are now dug and abandoned?
Honorable Speaker, I would like to inform this honorable member and this honorable August House that the government has signed contracts with 2 contractors in June 2023 to provide elevated tanks, solar pumping system, and water distribution systems in 3 communities in Nyamina East. 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 Sama is in 3 communities, Ngawar, Jokul, plus 30 Mile, Kaulong, Amdalai, Bantantu complex. In the Nyamina East, 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 Sama is the only community not benefiting immediately, but my ministry has submitted a transition support facility, TSF, funding request to the African Development Bank to supplement the budget shortfall to accommodate all sites not in these signed contracts. In addition to that, Mr. Speaker, I would like to inform the honorable member that the government is very serious, very concerned, and that those boreholes, because money was spent on them, have never been abandoned. Thank you.
Thank you. No further supplement.
Member for Latikunda Sabiji.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you did not answer his question. His question is, why do you abandon that borehole? I'm sure the Honorable Member will not come here and tell us something that is not true. Besides that, how do you arrange that?
Honorable?
Yes.
Honorable?
Yes?
No, just ask it. If you have a supplementary question...
That's what I'm coming to ask.
No, please. Honorable, you...
I don't understand.
No, please.
You call me now, I'm coming to ask my
Okay, please sit down. When I finish, you will take the floor. Please. Honorable member, please, you are only allowed to ask a supplementary question, not to make a statement and also not to infer or to probably allege that questions, whether answered or not answered. The Honorable Minister has provided oral answers as, in accordance with law. So if you have supplementary question to that, you can go ahead. And no comment or statement or opinion. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, my question is, why that particular contract, the drilling, installation, and supply of water were not incorporated?
These are 2 different components. Even the installation alone is 2 different components. One is the networking, and the other one is the tanks and the distribution. So the drilling completely is different from what is. This also relates to the funding gap. The first funding was related to the drilling of the boreholes, and the second part is the installation.
Question number 427 of 2023 by the member for Kiang Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, clean drinking water has been and continues to be a constraint in Kiang Central. Could the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources inform this August Assembly if there are any plans by the ministry to address this situation.
Honorable Speaker, 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 in Kiang Central is a beneficiary of the Climate Smart Rural WAS project under the Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources. A borehole is already dug in this community, and the government awaits the availability of transition support facility funding from AFDB by early 2024 to mechanize the borehole to benefit the community.
Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister explain whether it's only 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 throughout Kiang Central that is identified to benefit from the project?
Specific projects, that's the only community that's benefiting from it. But there are other programs that are identified, and other villages, other communities will benefit from it. For this current project, this is the only community that benefits from it.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, could the Honorable Minister name or give to the August Assembly the name of those villages that he said is going to be identified for the coming projects?
I have to revert back to the records to be able to inform the Honorable Member which areas will benefit from other programs.
Thank you. Any supplementary? Question number 428 of 2023 by the member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, some communities in Fonyi Jarol are in desperate need to access safe drinking water. Could the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources inform this August Assembly by giving specific dates when the ministry will provide access to safe drinking water to the residents of Fonyi Jarol?
Honorable Minister, Honorable Member, I don't think I can give specific dates, but the Climate Smart Rural WAS project will provide safe drinking water to the community of Kampasa in Fonyi Jarol, and with the signed works contracts in June 2023, the system is expected to be functional by next year, once the tank's solar pumping system and water distribution network are installed.
No, thank you, because he said he cannot give any specific dates. So, thank you.
Member for Stand-Mentoring.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, why would it take so long for like a year or two before projects that were approved by the government to be implemented with regards to water, when clean drinking water is key to the people of this country?
Honorable.
Do you have any financial constraint?
Honorable Member for Stand-Mentoring, that's a substantive question. Any other supplementary? Question number 342, or the member for Sabasanjal.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, in your response, you said you would not be able to say specifically when those boreholes or those projects will be completed. But can you please enlighten us about the time frame you expected to complete those projects?
If the Honorable Member wanted a specific date, and I said I cannot provide that. But as I said, in 2024, the systems will be operational. That's all I can give for now.
Question number 342 of 2023 by the member for Fonyi Bondali.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I withdraw.
Thank you, member for Fonyi Bondali. Question number 3, sorry, I take that again. Question number 430 of 2023 by the member for Brikama South.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources inform the August Assembly the status of implementation of African Development Bank ADB water project covering the entire Brikama Medina and Kiti village respectively in Brikama Sound?
Honorable Speaker, the design and tender process of these water supply systems were finalized since last year, but the works couldn't proceed due to unavailability of funds from the AFDB. However, the ministry hopes to get additional funding through the Transition Support Facility, TSF, window of the AFDB to sign the contracts for the works. In addition to that, Mr. Speaker, I remember I gave several answers here that these were to be covered by the peri-urban systems to be undertaken by NAWEC, but that things have changed. In the last visit of the ADB in the country, when they went round, and with the OIC water project being implemented by NAWEC, it has now been referred back to the Department of Water Resources. Currently, the systems are there, and once the funds are available in early 2024, we will be able to improve those systems, because there are existing systems in all those communities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Is it Willie? Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that response, because already I have contacted NAWEC and they told me it's not under their purview. But I vividly remember in 2020 when this contract was signed, I think the phone was readily available. And they have started digging borehole in Brikama Medina. But to my surprise, I don't know what went wrong. Can you explain why there is this gap from 2020 to date? It's almost 5 years to 6 years now.
Like previously, I had given you the answer that these were under the pre-urban project, but now that we have taken over, and we are expecting to get the funding gap in 2024, we will provide those communities with the systems.
But are you aware that the project has kick-started, particularly the digging of the boreholes? And did you make any effort through the water resources to ascertain that where they stop, and if the phone is available to take up from there?
I know we have just been told assured by the ADB that they will be doing the funding under the second tranche of the funding gap that should be expected to be released in January 2024, as far as I know. Because it was initially under NAWEC, and we are just taking over. So I don't have much information other than what I have just told you here.
Member for Woolly is?
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, we would just need a clarification from you. The last time you were here, you mentioned that $9 million was disbursed to your ministry to deal with the ADB projects.
Point of order.
So, can you clarify? Are you saying that it's changed now, or what is the situation?
Honorable, the member for Woolly is, what do you want to ask him?
I said, the last time he came here, the answer he gave was relating to ADB.
Yeah, please put off your mic.
The question is about the ADB.
Okay, put off your mic. Are you asking him about the last time, or supplementary to this project in Brikama, in Combo, in Brikama South?
Honorable Speaker, the question is ADB water project.
ADB water projects in Brikama South.
Look at question number 430. It is saying, inform the August Assembly the status of implementation of the Africa Development Bank ADB water project covering the entire Brikama. So it's about the ADB project that we are talking about.
Covering?
It is not only specific to Brikama, it is throughout the country. It's ADB project relating to wells throughout the country. So I am asking, the last time he came here, he told us he received funding, $9 million to deal with those projects.
No, put off your mic, sir. You said ADB project covering Brikama South. And now there's a supplementary question on his answers, on the answers he's provided in respect of this question. But now you are asking him the last time he came here. No, don't observe me.
What I am saying, we are talking about the ADB project, whether it's in Medina or anywhere. I am asking that the last time he came here, he said, relating to this particular question, he said they received $9 million. You understand? I'm asking now whether that is what is changed now. Are you saying that it's changed and it's taken to another project or what?
You see,
allow him to answer. He understands, but you don't understand anything.
Honourable Speaker.
No, you see, if you are to direct me or to whatever question you want, there is no point of me sitting here. You can come and sit here. Because the question it's about ADB, but in this instant, in this particular case, today's question, is ADB water project in Brikama South, not ADB water project in Wuli or Nyanija or Salu. But no. Question, that one is ruled out.
Speaker, let me say something, please.
No. Central Badibu.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister throw more light on the funding of ADB project in Brikama? Because we are not clear. Last time he did inform the House that they had funding. Now there is funding gap. We want the Minister to better explain what are the problems of this ADB funding and the government commitments too. We want to know.
In Brikama South, this project, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister answer, he said the ADB Brikama project.
The funding issue with the ADB project, it was, there was a funding gap. I think the total number of boreholes are 110. The first $9 million they provided was for 55 communities. And the second 55 communities is what we are expecting from the ADB in January 2024.
Thank you. Of course, you see, the member for Central Body will circumvent and ask the same question in a different way, and he got it answered. Thank you. The member for Joshua, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, as you have already mentioned in your response that there are lack of funds for part of the boreholes to be dug. Will there be will there be other tenders, or are you going to maintain the same contractors to do the job? And if yes, hope there will be no other charges on it.
I did not get that question clear. Can you be clear?
My question is, there is a funding gap, and work has already started. If funds are available, are you maintaining the same contractors, or there will be new tenders? If yes, hope there will be no extra charges on it.
We have floated, evaluated, contractors have been shortlisted, and as soon as the funds are provided, the successful contractors will be invited for negotiations and we sign the contracts.
Member for Sanementreng.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, according to the questionnaire and with regards to your response, this project before implementing or fully implemented has taken almost 5 years, according to the questionnaire. Why would it take 5 years to be fully for the project to be fully implemented? And Is it because that you wanted to talk, your ministry wanted to take the project from NAWEC and then to fully implement it? Can you answer why would it take so long to be implemented fully? Thank you.
It took so long. I think.
Honourable Speaker, point of order. I don't want.
There is a point of order from nominated member Kebalang Fofana. Can we hear the point of order, sir?
Honourable Speaker, I will refer you to 43.2. The member in whose name the question is listed may ask up to 2 supplementary questions. Up to 5 other members may ask 1 further supplementary question in each. In any event, no more than 7 supplementary questions may be taken per questions listed for oral answer. The honourable member just asked 2 questions.
1 question?
2. One, she asked the duration of the project, why it lasted for 5 years. And secondly, she asked, why are they diverting it to NAWEC? Honourable Speaker, I'm submitting to you. Thank you.
Thank you, nominated member Kebalang Fofana. Point of order sustained. And he's right, member for Sani Mentreng ask only 1 supplementary question.
Honourable Speaker, why would it take so long for the project to be fully implemented? Thank you.
It is a grant, and few funding agencies were involved in mobilizing the funds, and they were not all forthcoming as a result of COVID. So therefore, we had to wait until the funds are available.
Member for Lower Salum.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, we have just passed the budget in the Parliament, and we know it's a base human needs. Why we don't capture it in the citizen budget? Why it was not captured in our budget?
Capture what, Honourable?
To fund these boreholes.
Mr. Speaker, I believe I'm a bit confused. There are 2 fundings there. One of them is already secured, and that's, I believe that should be captured in the budget. This one we are anticipating. I don't think once we don't get it, we cannot capture it in the budget.
Thank you. Honourable members, before the next question, I wish to acknowledge the President of His Excellency, the Vice President, who is here to answer the questions from honourable members. Honourable Mr. Vice President, you are most welcome. Question number 431 of 2023 by the member for Upper Salum. Your Excellency, I was just acknowledging you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, with the proliferation of illegal fishing in the sub-region and the Gambia not being an exception, could the Honourable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources tell this August Assembly what are some of the issues encountered by the Gambia and the plans in place to mitigate such issues in the short and long term?
Honourable Speaker, the Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources and National Assembly Matters is aware of the proliferation of illegal fishing, of which Gambia is no exception. Nonetheless, some of the issues encountered are fishing in prohibited zone and fishing with wrong mesh size. Short and long-term mitigation measures. However, in 2021, the Ministry of Fisheries established a Fisheries Monitoring Center, FMC, equipped with a vessel monitoring system, VMS, automatic identification system, AIS, which enables the Department of Fisheries to monitor fishing vessels operating in Gambian waters, and based on the evidence of infringement facilitated by the FMC, fishing vessels have been arrested and fined. The Department of Fisheries is also collaborating with the Gambian Navy in the fight against illegal fishing, who recently acquired a good patrol boat for the protection of the Gambia Exclusive Economic Zone. Furthermore, the Gambia, as a member of the Sub-Regional Fisheries Commission, do benefit from joint maritime surveillance to fight against illegal fishing.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Now, for the short-term solutions, in terms of the VMS and AIS, What are some of the issues that actually are encountering? For example, when they turn off their transponders, when they turn off their transponders, those vessels that come in our waters illegally, when they turn off their transponders, would our system be able to detect them if they are in the Gambian waters?
Like I said, if they turn off their systems, we are already aware that they have deliberately turned off their systems, and we make sure that the Gambian Navy is informed to go and arrest them.
Okay, thank you. And how well equipped is the Navy in terms of this patrol boat you are talking about? Because I know the last time we engaged them, it's kind of like they cannot be in the waters for 24 hours. So they'll have to come back and then go send in another boat. But that was like 2-3 years ago. So how equipped are they right now with this boat you just mentioned? Will they be able to be in the waters for 24/7?
I don't think so, because we have now been tasked by the Office of the President, and we set up a task force by the Ministry of Fisheries, GMA, Ministry of Defense, and also these mobile companies, GSM companies, to see if the possibility of buying a second patrol boat for them, so that 24/7 they could monitor our territorial waters.
Member for Central Badibu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, as far as illegal fishing is concerned, or the using of the wrong size of nets, do you have a team that monitor in the hinterland of our river, or the tenders? Because we have seen a lot of juvenile fish being harvested and sold at different locations. What method do you use to monitor the hinterland, illegal fishing in the hinterland?
We have our inspectors in all the regions, and as soon as they discover those things, they use the police to arrest them and take them to court.
Member for Joshua.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. The question might be the same, but let me reframe mine, because the member of Badibu has taken away from me. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister help us? Because he mentioned that there are people monitoring the wrong mesh size. Since you're coming into office, have you ever apprehended or sent people to court on this issue of mesh size? Because it's too rampant in the country.
Yes, as late as less than 2 months ago, some vessels were arrested, and fines have been imposed on them for wrong mesh size and also fishing in wrong zones. And the last fine total was about $22 million plus. There was a previous one about $13 million plus.
Member for Serekunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think I have a similar question, but will need some clarity. Since illegal fishing does not only take place in our waters, territorial water, equally there are also illegal fishing in our creeks and tributaries of the River Gambia. So what control mechanisms does your ministry have to avoid such activities in our river?
Like I said, we have our fisheries inspectors all over the country. All regions are with fisheries inspectors, and once they discover them, we take action against them. As yesterday in our files, our running file, I just received a report that there is a possibility of illegal fishing in the provinces, and we have just directed the director to do the investigations, and actions will be taken immediately.
Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, can the Minister explain how far the monitoring team can actually monitor? Is it stopping at the 24 nautical mile, or is it as far as the continental zone?
Which monitoring? Is it the system we have installed in the department, or what?
I'm saying the new system. You know, the new system is welcoming, but how far, how effective can it go into the sea to monitor even the vessels coming from other countries?
Well, I believe, I think up to Morocco, the system discovers vessels all the way to Morocco.
Member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Honorable Minister, from your response, you've indicated that you have inspectors at the provincial areas to check to inspect the run nets. And from our exercise, we have realized that there was no inspector at Tendaba, there was no inspector at Jareng, and this was captured in our report. And what was the position of the ministry with respect to this?
Look into that, but I expect inspectors to be around all those areas, particularly where the landing sites are. In the case where you mentioned Tendaba and other places, we should have our inspectors there. And if they are not there, I will be able to address that one as quickly as possible. And recently, we are trying to equip the department so that they could undertake treks to see if those inspectors are doing their functions adequately or not.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources, for those answers provided to this August Assembly. Thank you very much. You are now released. Clerk, we may proceed.
Questions for oral answer by His Excellency the Vice President.
Questions for which, thank you, Your Excellency the Vice President, you may take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to His Excellency the Vice President by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 300 of 2023 by the member for Central Badibu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, inform this August Assembly the source of funding for 70 buses distributed across the country?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that in our bid to ease public transport and to deal with the challenges associated with transport disruption, government engaged Gambia Transport Service Corporation, GTSC, to increase its coverage, including the urban areas. Therefore, Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation, being the parent company of GTSC, facilitated the procurement of 70 buses to replace the aging fleet and to increase coverage. The total cost of the project is €13,431,690, inclusive of 2 containers of spare parts, tools and special equipment, 70 solar-powered bus shelters, 24 months technical support, mobile workshop, upgrading of the main engineering workshop, and modern ticketing software and hardware.
Please proceed. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Vice President. Vice President, history will recall that Social Security was misused and abused in the past. Hope the same thing will not be repeated with this project.
Honorable Member, I didn't get that. Can you repeat your question?
My supplementary question is, history revealed that Social Security was abused and misused with the resources of such kind of project. I hope the same will not be repeated.
Honorable Speaker, I would. Honorable Speaker, like I said, GTS, Social Security is the parent company of GTSC. So it's still within the same institution.
Member for Bakau.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, the question is asking where the source comes from, and you responded by saying Social Security facilitated. We are not asking about the facilitation. We are asking about the source of the income.
Social Security provides the funds to GTSC to buy the buses.
Member for Busumbala.
There are mechanisms to protect these funds that are disposed to these services, both services.
Honorable Member, you can send a supplementary question to that effect. Member for Janjanbureh, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Vice President. From your response, you said Social Security is the parent company of the buses. Can you better enlighten us to understand it, please?
What? Enlighten.
Honorable Speaker, Speaker, point of order. Point of order.
Honorable Speaker, order, please. There is point of order by the member for Opanyomi. Can we hear that point of order, please?
Question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. Honorable the Vice President.
Order, please. Order.
Honorable Speaker, the Vice President has fully answered this particular question which the Honorable Member asked. Thank you.
Order, please. Honorable members, order sustained.
Honorable Speaker, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏.
But
Honorable Speaker, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏.
Please don't use the mic. Don't use your mic, please. Don't use your mic. If you want to speak, request the floor by raise of that. Please. We are not in a debate, so I'm not giving the floor to anyone.
Point of order.
There's point of order from the member for Central Badibu. Can we hear that?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we have a rule in the Parliament and the rules must be respected.
Honorable order. Honorable member for Central Badibu, you lost a point of order. Please go straight to your point of order and give us the order.
Honorable Speaker, rules of the House.
Order, please, order. Honorable members, order. No, please. Okay. No, please take your seat, sir, please. Honorable members, if you rise into a point of order, you are not to make any statement, no clarification, no any opinion or statement. Go straight to the order number and you read the point of order and justify the reason why you rise into a point of order. No, read the order number first. Read the order number first.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on point of order 43, supplementary question. Supplementary questions may be put for the purpose of elucidating an oral answer. Honorable Member of Janjanbureh asked the Minister to elaborate. So somebody cannot raise a point of order to rule that one out.
Honorable Member, I already made a ruling on that. Order, please. Order. Member for Kiang West, you have the floor for your supplementary question. Member for Kiang East.
Honorable His Excellency Vice President. Social Security is a state-owned enterprise. What arrangement has government done with the Social Securities to buy those buses, and to which tune?
Honourable Member, that is a substantive question. No. That is a substantive question. No, out of order. Member for Woolly East, you have the floor for your supplementary question.
Yes, thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, what guarantees did the government provide to the Social Security to provide funds to the GTSC? Thank you.
Honourable Speaker, I respectfully want to remind members that Social Security owns GTSC. Social Security owns GTSC.
Question number 301 of 2023 by the member for Busumbala. Order.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic provide for this August Assembly the list of all single-source contracts, together with their respective costs, signed by the Office of the President from 2017 to date?
Honourable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that the attached list provided is the single source contract signed by the Office of the President from 2017 to date.
Anyway, we are not privy to that attached list.
Honourable members, I'm being informed by the table office that indeed they have been submitted and provided to honourable members in their pigeonholes. Any supplementary? Question number 302 of 2023 by the member for Latikunda Sabiji.
No, when he said you provide the list.
I saw two members rising. That's a signal that he has not authorized any.
No. Don't say that, Honourable Speaker.
That's not wrong. That's wrong. If you draw that chair, I will not lie to stand here and say he's representing me.
No, I mean, I saw two people standing.
And you are saying now that means he does not authorize any one of us. And that would be incorrect. Because he told me personally. Maybe he told this guy.
If you are speaking, you have to keep standing.
He told me personally here.
Okay.
I was not aware that he informed me. Maybe he has two minds that one of us might be absent. Maybe. I don't know what his thinking was. But he told me personally. And he put it in the page. He put it in the page.
Then that's fine. He asked me.
Yeah, so...
now two of you decide who will read.
No. Let him go. Okay. He put it in the page. If you look at this legislature...
Let him go ahead. But Honourable Speaker, you have to withdraw that. You cannot say...
So we proceed. In the 6th legislature, my name is there. He put it there.
No.
So,
no, Honourable for Bandung North, he wanted me to withdraw.
Honourable Speaker, considering the recent actions of the President of the Republic that may undermine the rule of law, freedom of expression, association, and separation of powers, could His Excellency, the Vice President, inform this August Assembly whether the government, particularly the President, is committed to democratic rule and respect for rule of law?
Honourable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that His Excellency, the President of the Republic, is committed to democracy and rule of law.
Member for Busumbala.
Chair, Honourable Chair.
You have to. I saw you. No, because I gave you the... No, it took some seconds you didn't, so I thought maybe... Please go ahead, sir. You have to.
Yes. You know, Yes, Honorable Speaker, the question cited particular incidents. Could the Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Vice President, in terms of commitment, adequately answer the incidents?
Point of order, Honorable by the nominated member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍. Can we hear the point of order, ma'am?
I'm rising on order 38G. Honorable Speaker, I think even this question should not be admissible. Yes.
Honorable, yes, come again.
Yes.
You are rising on
38G.
Can you read it, please, ma'am?
Yes. A question shall not be asked for a purpose of obtaining an expression of opinion, the solution of an abstract case, or an answer to a hypothetical proposition. Honorable Speaker, something that has been said in a particular platform or a rally. Why are you bringing it here? The records are there for everybody to see that this president is a democratic president. So it's not even necessary to bring this thing here.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, can I hear your supplementary question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Honorable Speaker. Who is that? Please don't use your mic if you don't have a leave. Yes, Talinding, go ahead.
Very much, Your Excellency. You've just informed us that His Excellency is committed to...
Member for Talinding, I said the question that you asked, your supplementary, can you repeat it? The exact
Honorable Speaker, point of order.
I'm drawing that supplementary from his answer.
No, you already asked on record.
No, I've not completed. He interjected.
Okay, I want you to start from where you started and you flow the same.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I'm on point of order.
Okay, there's point of order by the member for Sabasanjal. Can we hear that point of order?
Yes. Point of order 19. When the question of order has been stated, the member who raised it shall resume his or her seat, and no other member except by leave of the speaker shall rise until the speaker has decided the question, after which the member who was addressing the assembly at the time of the question was raised shall be entitled to proceed with his or her speech, subject to the ruling of the speaker. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable nominated member 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍 has just raised a point of order, and you haven't made any ruling on that before giving the floor to him.
Thank you. In accordance with the point of order that you read, I gave him the leave to restate his supplementary question to enable me to make a ruling. Honorable Member for Talinding, please ask your supplementary question.
Point of order. It's not based on my supplementary question.
No. Just ask your supplementary question. The one you asked before. Just continue the supplementary question to His Excellency the Vice President.
Yes. Yeah. What I was saying is that the particular question cited incidents, and now the
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
So.
Nominated member 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒆𝒍, you raised a point of order, and I'm about to rule, to make a ruling on that point of order.
To follow due process, her point of order has nothing to do with my supplementary. The point of order has to do with the administration.
Order, please.
Sorry, it's not for you. Not for you, for the question. Yeah, you can proceed.
Order, please. Nominated member 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒆𝒍, you raised a point of order. And I want all of us to maintain order and you allow me to rule. Please, the member for Talinding, don't direct me what to do. I ask you to repeat the supplementary question that you raised to the Vice President earlier on that warranted her to rise. When I finish, you will have the mic. That wanted her to rise to a point of order so that I can make my ruling. Please proceed with your supplementary question.
Honorable Speaker.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
Point of order. Honorable Speaker, I'm rising.
No, nominated member 𝒂𝒂💏, please allow me to rule on this point of order.
Honorable Speaker, I am not directing you. It's procedure that demands that you make a ruling before we proceed. I agree with Honorable 𝒒𝒏. Rule on this before I ask. I'm not asking if you don't rule.
Member for Talinding, you made a supplementary question. Please order. You started your supplementary question. And based on your supplementary question, she rose to a point of order.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Point of order.
Please allow me to make a ruling on this first. You cannot raise a point of order when there is a point of order.
Honorable Speaker, it's on the same thing.
Please allow me to finish.
Can I clarify?
No, please. You see, please, to enable me to make, please switch off your mic, sir. To enable me to make a ruling, and to him, I didn't get him clearly when he first asked his supplementary question.
Can I observe, Honorable Speaker, please?
You started a supplementary question. I want to make a ruling on that. But because I didn't get you clearly, I wanted you to complete. According to the standing orders, when there is a point of order, please, member 𝒂𝒂💏, for the switch of your mic. When there is a point of order, no member shall take the floor before the Speaker make a ruling, unless by leave of the Speaker. Unless by leave of the Speaker. And in this instance, I cannot make a ruling on that because I didn't get the exact question that the member wanted to ask. Speaker. Yeah, clarify. Nominate member 𝒂𝒂💏, yes.
Honorable Speaker, I think this is a simple case. Both members are right. The point of order raised by nominated member 𝒂𝒂𝒏 is not on the supplementary question. It's on the admissibility of the substantive question. So your ruling will determine whether the substantive question will stay. And if your ruling rules out the substantive question, then the supplementary will not stand.
Yeah. All right. I now understand. If it is on the, order, please, order. You see, if it is on the substantive question, the question has already been admitted and approved by Speaker. So therefore, that question is already here, it's admissible. We admitted the question. Please, order, please. Because what I thought was he rose to a point of order because the member who was on the floor was out of order. That's the reason why I wanted him to restate his question. Because, please, honorable members, because for one to rise to a point of order, you must do so with the fact that the one on the floor is out of order. So it's on those bases I wanted him to repeat, for me to hear exactly what he said and contravene the point, the order that she raised to enable me to make a ruling. But if it was for the substantive question, the question is already admitted by the Speaker. So we are in order.
No. Clarification. Honorable Speaker, clarification.
Yeah, nominated member 𝒂𝒂💏, you have the floor.
Yes, I think I already allowed the member for Talinding. The question is not even for him. It's for Honorable Sanyang. He already made his question. He read the question and the minister answered. During his intervention, by making a supplementary, and I raised a point of order. I am not saying in that I also raised that in fact this should not be admissible. I think honorable nominated member understood my question, but I bring the point of order when he was making a supplementary question.
Now, nominated member Fatou Kejawara, your point. You
want to handle the originator of the question, not him. Let him proceed.
Please, order. Order. Order, please. Order. Lower Fuladu.
Thank you very much. I think the...
Please. No, I thought he is some clarification.
Yeah, I'm making... Look.
Honorable, don't listen to them. If you want to withdraw.
No, I don't want to withdraw. I did not say anything. My concern here is the admissibility of any question does not depend on the speaker alone. This question is not...
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
It should be cancelled.
Point of order. Honorable Speaker, point of order. Honorable Speaker, point of order. Point of order.
The Honorable Speaker is the sole judge.
Yes.
That is order 31, I think.
Point of order.
Yes, there's point of order by the member for 𝒂𝒊𝒏.
Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on order 8.3. That is Speaker's ruling. The Speaker's ruling shall be final on all questions of procedure and order. You have already made a ruling, Speaker. Let us continue, please.
Order sustained. The member for Talending Kunjang, please ask your supplementary question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. No further question.
Member for Fonye Councillor, you now have the floor.
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President, is insults part of democracy in this government? If yes, I want to know. If no, I want to know. Thank you.
Honorable, no, that question is out of order. The member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Speaker, you give me the floor before 𝒂𝒊𝒏. Now, if 𝒂𝒊𝒏 decline, automatically I should take over the floor.
It's true, yeah.
Honorable member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President. It's evident that freedom of speech and expression is a constitutional provision. But it is true that this freedom of speech and expressions, where people insult our Islamic colours, leaders, and so forth, it is right to be part of freedom of speech and expression.
You see, Honourable Member, I just ruled that the question from the member for Fonye Councillor is out of order, and you are bringing again, taking a different route. You see, the question was the President's commitment to democratic rule and respect for rule of law. And the answer was he's committed to democratic rules and respect for rule of law. And so if you bring in, one could argue that all those elements, even right to food, right to walk in the street, right to fly, right to sleep, you want to bring all those things in this question, it's open-ended. But when he was asking his question, he capped it to more or less in a pregnancy form, and the Vice President answered it with a 9-month pregnancy. So we just leave it as we leave it at that.
Honorable Speaker.
No.
Honorable Speaker, you listen to us. Please.
You see, you can bring a substantive question on insults. No.
No, the issue is, of course, you are the presiding officers.
You are out of order by using your mic and standing up without leave. Please sit down. Member, Busumala, you are right, but you are on the list. Not now. This is not your turn now. No. I said you are right. I apologize, but you are on the list, but not now. Member for Wuli East, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President, you will agree with me that commitment would dictate that when bail is revoked, if bail is provided by a court, no authority can revoke that bail.
Point of order. There's point of order. Honorable, you are bringing in bail issue here. This is not about bail. No, not about bail. No. You are out of order.
Out of order?
No. Member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Honorable His Excellency Vice President, from your response, you've indicated that the President is committed to maintaining democracy and rule of law in the country. Why did the President launch an attack on 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 and Kerifat if he is committed to democracy and rule of law in this country?
There is point of order by nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Speaker, we can always go around this, but I'm rising on order 43-4. 43-4. A supplementary question shall not be in order if it introduces matters not included in the original question and the answers provided. Honorable Speaker, I will read the question for you and the answers provided by His Excellency the Vice President to justify my point of order. The question reads, Honorable Speaker, considering the recent actions of President of the Republic that may undermine the rule of law, freedom of expression, association, and separation of powers, could His Excellency the Vice President inform this August Assembly whether this government, particularly the President, is committed to democratic rule and respect for law? And the answers provided by the Vice President was, His Excellency the President is committed to democratic rule and respect for the rule of law. Honorable Speaker, the original question did not specify any. It was open-ended. And the answers provided by His Excellency the Vice President was specific. And the honorable member now is cherry-picking from open source as to what that particular freedom of expression should be. So I submit to you that his question be overruled. Thank you.
Nominated member Kebalang Fofana, order sustained. And in fact, it wasn't open-ended, the question, but it was capped in a pregnancy form. Only one pregnant woman who you may not know whether it's a boy or a girl. So you cannot bring in the issue of male or female. It's only a pregnant woman. And the answer also, he gave an answer to a pregnant woman, no boy, no girl. Question out of order. Now, the member for Busumbala, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President, arresting suspects released by the court on bail, is it in Rearresting suspects released by the court on bail is in line with the rule of law and democracy.
Point of order. Point of order.
No. You can put up a substantive question.
No, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, please, if you let's allow members to yeah, no.
Honorable Speaker, point of order.
Let us not be out of order and also be guided by emotion. You see, honorable members can bring substantive question to His Excellency the Vice President or to the President or any other minister. Question number 303 of 2023 by the member for Bundung Kakunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President provide an update to the August Assembly on the status of disaster management during this year's rainy season, highlighting the number of people affected by the rains and the support provided by the National Disaster Agency? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, please be informed that this year flash floods and windstorms have affected 3,387 households, translating to 51,328 people across the country. The National Disaster Management Agency, in collaboration with World Food Programme, under Lean Season Response, provided food assistance to 1,467 households across this country. This includes essential items such as rice, oil, beans, and iodized salt. Each of the beneficial households received 54 kilograms of rice, 5 liters of oil, 8 kilograms of beans, and 4 kilograms of salt monthly. That is from July, August, and September.
Thank you. I have one more. Based on the support you mentioned, does it cover all the regions across the country? Please.
Yes, like I said, this support is nationwide.
The member for Fonyi Councillor, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Vice President, what immediate plans do your ministry have in disaster management?
Excellency, Mr. Vice President, please provide answers.
Honourable Speaker, I'm not a National Assembly member. I thought that was a different question. And I thought there was another question from another member coming later on.
What he's saying, there is a similar question asked and by a member. So he is appealing that you wait for that answer. The member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Vice President, year in, year out, there is a flood. We want to know what is the cause of these floods.
Honourable Speaker, I think, as we all know, floods are caused by rains, first and foremost. All right? And I think when there are heavy rains that we are not prepared for, it causes flooding. And I think in the past, there is also evidence that blockage of waterways is also part of the problem of flooding.
Member for Joshua, you have the floor for a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Vice President, you made mention that this year there were distributions being made on food items countrywide. I want to put it through that in regards to KMC, were there any assistance in KMC? Because we haven't seen any, because most of us are living within the disaster-prone areas. Were there any assistance within the KMC?
Honourable Speaker, I want to inform the honourable member that I don't have the details of the segregation by region, but what I have is that this is what is done nationwide. And this is actually what they normally do in collaboration with the World Food Programme during the lean season. Because at that time, even without the floods, that's the time they work with the World Food Programme to distribute food, because it's also known as a hungry season.
Thank you. The member for standing mentoring, you have the floor for your supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Based on Your Excellency, the Vice President's explanation or response to the parent question, out of 3,387 households which were supported as per the parent question, could you, Your Excellency, the Vice President, furnish this August Assembly, if not today, possibly, that number of households that were supported within Sani Mentrain constituency, specifically? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I think in relation to the previous question, I can certainly do that to ask for the segregation by constituency. Thank you.
Member for Sarekunda, it's your turn to ask your supplementary questions.
Yes, thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Since the support given to the flood victims was foodstuff, could the Vice President inform this August Assembly whether a need assessment was done to determine what the victims needed at that time? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The normal procedure is there is always an initial assessment before any distribution is done. Normally there is a team. There's a team that they work with, and including other players like the Red Cross. So that is normally done, yes.
So it's not fully answered.
No.
No, my question is not answered. I ask. I know the norm is like giving out food stuff. But
Honourable, you are out of order. You should have raised your tag and asked to be given the floor. And according to the standing order, you are only one question. Whether it is answered in your...
we can progress.
Thank you, sir. Question number 304 of 2023 by the member for Bundung Kakunda.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, once again. Honourable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President inform this August Assembly whether the National Disaster Management Agency has temporal plans to mitigate flood around Bundung and other communities along the canal before the commencement of the canal project? Thank you.
Honourable Speaker, please be informed that the National Disaster Management Agency is cognizant with the situation of the canal area of Bundung and surroundings. However, as part of its annual disaster management strategy, the agency undertakes drainage cleaning, canal dredging and clearing of waterways in flood-prone areas, including Bundung, as temporal measures to enhance disaster preparedness and mitigation.
Thank you for that. Honourable Vice President, is it possible for National Disaster Management Agency to collaborate with the communities before the rainy season, so that at least we can address some of the challenges that normally causes flood? Before they wait till the rainy season, they start dredging. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I wish to inform the Honourable Member that actually, I have to confess, last year we were a bit late in preparation, but this year we've already started preparation to like just as you have said, to start working with the communities and make sure we are well prepared before the...
Member for Serekunda, it's your turn for a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. We understand that there is a World Bank grant meant to augment the water canal that runs from Abuko to the Kotu stream.
Member for Josman, it's your turn for a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Vice President, you have mentioned that there is still time for the commitment of the contract. within the funds, when the funds are available. Are you aware that there are people currently encroaching the canal? Currently, what plans do you have to stop those construction works that are going within the canal?
Honourable Speaker, I think I have mentioned in this House before that we are aware that there are already construction on the canal, and directive has been given to the Minister of Lands to do the evaluation of the properties before they can start clearing those properties. Yes, we are aware, but you need to look at the compensation first before you start the destruction.
Member for Fonye Councillor, you have the floor.
Yeah, I've withdrawn. My question is captured by Serekunda.
Thank you. At this juncture, I would like to suspend the House for 30 seconds. Order. Honorable members, the House resumes. Honorable members, I told you 30 seconds. I'm not sure if gone past 30 seconds. I'm in order. Thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, you may proceed to the podium. Question number 305 of 2023 by the member for Kiang West.
Honorable Speaker, from the revelation of both the Auditor General's report of 2019 and the FPAC report to this Assembly, in furtherance to that report, alleging numerous financial mismanagement by the government and its subsectors, could His Excellency the Vice President tell this August Assembly if the government, if the government is committed to the implementation of the audit recommendations and combat corruption?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that the government has already directed the Inspector General of Police to investigate the mentioned audit reports 3 months ago and is committed to implement the findings.
His Excellency Vice President, what is the time frame of this investigation?
Honorable Speaker, like I said, even before the final report from FPAC, when we got the audit report, I immediately gave it to the Inspector General of Police, and he has set up his team to do the investigation. As I know that he's already discussing with the Minister of Justice to give us the list of people that are possible for possible indictments. Yes. At this point, I cannot give a specific time frame because they have not yet got back to me on that.
Honorable Speaker, my that supplementary question was not about what has been done before the audit report and the FPAC. I was asking the time frame of the action they've taken with respect to the FPAC and audit report.
Honorable, you know, in accordance with law, once you ask a question as is answered supplementary, Yeah, you can raise another. You have an opportunity for your final supplementary question, but not on that. Not the same. Not the same question. Ask another supplementary question.
His Excellency the Vice President, what measures is the government of the Gambia doing to stop corruption?
Honorable Speaker, I think the measures the government of the Gambia is doing is to just follow rule of law and make sure that we accept whatever is decided by the courts as far as corruption is concerned. Thank you.
No.
Honorable Speaker, my question is not answered.
You see, I asked you to stop being out of order, please.
But my question is not answered.
You are out of order. You cannot use the mic without leave. Okay, sit down and raise your tag. No, you sit down. You cannot ask more than 2 supplementary questions. No. Member for Wulli East, you have the floor. You have withdrawn? Nominated Member Fatou Kejawara, you have the floor for supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, the Vice President, is your government committed to fighting against corruption? If so, what is your stand as per the Council, who purchases trust being at a tune of 13,039,850 without tender procedure? Thank you.
Please, nominated Member Fatou Kejawara, you can put up a substantive question to that. Member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Vice President, with that wonderful intervention. Honorable Vice President, we have seen series of civil servants are asked to sit down for suspension because of this corruption's delay. Yes, they are asked to sit down. When and how long they will take to sit for these findings to come out, to face the justice?
Honorable Speaker, I think Honorable Member for Lower Salem, as somebody mentioned, is administrative leave. That is following procedure. All right? Whilst you are on administrative leave, investigation is going on. If it is finalized, that's the time they decide whether to terminate you or whatever further action needs to be taken. But that's part of the procedure.
Question number 306 of 2023 by the member for Tumanna.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President inform this August Assembly whether this government has any plans to separate the livestock and veterinary services from the Ministry of Agriculture to be a stand-alone sector or ministry? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that the government is open to any institutional restructuring that will breed efficiency. Therefore, the suggestion to separate the livestock and veterinary service from the Ministry of Agriculture is noted, and there will be assessment to determine the need.
Your Excellency, are you aware that Agri-Ministry is very huge and is one of the backbone of our economy? Therefore, decoupling livestock and veterinary from MOA will make the ministry effective and efficient. I can read you here. It is a question now. Honorable Speaker. No. I said, are you aware that that's a question? That's the start of the question. It's not a statement now.
Point of order.
Okay.
There is point of order by the member for Wulli East.
thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on a point of order, G. That is
2G
guide us. 35(1)G.
Member fully is
35(1)G.
Thank you.
Which says a question shall not be asked for the purpose of obtaining an expression of opinion. So he is seeking for an opinion, and that's out of order.
Thank you. Order sustained. Yes, you have your final supplementary question?
No, sorry.
The member for Fonye Councillor, you have the floor for your supplementary.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Vice President. Separating livestock and veterinary will incur another cost. The government of the day, would it not be prudent to empower this ministry to empower the Ministry of Agriculture to uphold these two departments for its operations?
No, I don't understand your question.
Thank you. Honorable Vice President, separating livestock and veterinary services will be a huge cost to the government. As your ministry, would it not be prudent to fund these two departments?
Point of order, Honorable.
To fund this department?
There is point of order from... Okay, the member for Jimara. Can we hear that point of order, please?
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am rising on order 38-2. Yes, in action. Okay, so that 38-2, Honorable Speaker. Yes. No speech shall be made by any member in asking a question, and no debate shall be permitted on any question. So you have to go straight to the question before you put on answer.
The member for Jimara, you are not in line with. You are not in line with.
Okay, point of order, Honorable Speaker.
No, the member for Jimara, no. There is a point of order from the member for Sabasanja.
Point of order 43.3. The time taken to ask supplementary question shall not be longer than 1 minute. And the honorable member was taking a lot of time to ask this question.
Unfortunately, I was in timing when he was reading his question. So unless you provide proof indicating that his question was more than a minute, at this instant, I will not admit your order.
But I can provide proof. If I can provide proof.
You are out of order by using your mic. Member for Fonye Councillor, can you repeat your question, please?
Yes. Two departments, livestock, veterinary, will include costs to government if separated. Would there be any measures to empower the two departments to make a flowing of those services as the Department of Agriculture? To the Department of Agriculture, rather.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to inform the honorable member that, like I said, before any separation, an assessment has to be done. And of course, as you said, the assessment, we have to look at all the cost and benefit analysis. All right, and as you are aware, even in the last budget, I think members are lamenting that a lot of money is being spent on personal emoluments. So separating it will also increase that PE budget. So these are all considerations that have to be considered before separation can be done.
The member for Fonye Jarol.
Yes, my question to the Honorable His Excellency, the Vice President, is: don't you think that the separation of these two institutions are
livestock and agriculture is overdue.
No, no, you are out of order. You cannot ask his personal opinion.
No, I'm saying whether it's not overdue.
No. No, you're asking him to provide his personal opinion. No. The member for Sani Mentoring, you have the floor for your supplementary question.
I withdraw. Thank you.
Question number 307 of 2023 by the member for Fonyi Bintang Karanai.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am authorized by the member for Fonyi Bintang to read the question on his behalf. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency, the Vice President, explain to this August Assembly why the Vehicle Control Unit empowered some of vehicles of ministries and departments for months without returning them? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly that the issue has reached Cabinet and a subcommittee has been established to investigate.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Vice President, departments or ministries' concerns are crying of lack of effective functioning within this period of empowering vehicles. What immediate measures are you putting in place?
Honorable Speaker, like I said, there is a subcommittee established, which, for your information, I'm chairing that subcommittee. And there are many issues around this. Unless the investigation is done, I will not be in a position to give you what final action has to be taken. But we know there are many issues surrounding this issue of. There will continue to be the need for government to take vehicles for specific activities. But the length of time, as some people have complained, some have, like you said, several months. Some have gone up to over a year. We are aware of that. But like I said, we are doing the investigation and see what happened.
Honorable Vice President, during this effort in empowering vehicles, departments or institutions may be on functions of their department, but they are rather stopped at Denton Bridge and they're left with no vehicles. What would be the role of government in addressing this issue?
Again, Honorable Speaker, like I said, I don't want to go into specifics because the investigation has not been done. But we are also aware that as a matter of procedure, vehicle control will always write to departments to hand over vehicles. And some officers will deliberately refuse. That is why, as a last resort, they resort to now stopping them at Denton Bridge. That is a situation we don't want to happen. But like I said, after the investigation, we'll now look at it on a case-by-case basis to see which ones are genuine and which ones are not. That's the only time we now want to come with a comprehensive response as far as this issue of vehicles are concerned.
Member for Kiang West, you have the floor for your supplementary.
His Excellency the Vice President, as to what reason are vehicles been impounded from institutions that cripples their operation? As to what reason does government do that? Which ground?
There are many reasons. All reasons are due to exigency of service. That is why the vehicles are requested from departments. To name a few, when even the departments, when they have their own programs, like vaccination program, like the IEC, they have their activities. So they request vehicles from departments for those activities temporarily, and then they are taken back. I think the issue here is the duration it takes. The duration it takes for those vehicles to get back to the offices.
Member for Opanyomi, you have the floor to ask a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Member asked why the
the vehicle control units impound some vehicles of the ministries and departments for months without returning them. I just want to ask His Excellency, is this the first time government is impounding vehicles for certain activities? Thank you.
Order, order, please. Order. Order.
Point of order. I'll order. Point of order.
Order. Order, please. Order, honorable members, please. Please, member for J. Gerald, please maintain order. There is point of order by from nominated member Kebalang Fofana. Can we hear the point of order, sir?
Honorable Speaker, still on 43.4. The honorable member. Okay, I will read. A supplementary question shall not be in order if it introduces matters not included in the original question. Okay, the question is specific. Are you together? As to why does it take a great deal of time for vehicle to be returned? Not as to whether this is the first, second, or third time. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
No. The question is in line with the so it's out of. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, can you provide an answer to that question?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this august body that the issue of impounding vehicles actually started since the First Republic.
Member for Banjul Central, now you have the floor to ask your supplementary question.
Can we clarify?
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is using the mic? Huh? Oh, okay. Member for Banjul Central, please.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, you've made mention that a task force has been set, and time and time again, usually there isn't a specific timeline that's given to some of these things. And the longevity of this particular issue seems to be a big hindrance towards the day-to-day processes of these institutions that have their vehicles impounded. Can you specifically give a timeline with regards to the setting of this task force?
Honorable Speaker, at this point, I don't think I am in a position to give a specific timeline, but to inform you that like I said, the issue came to Cabinet because some departments actually wrote officially to complain. So it's based on those official complaints that the Cabinet decided to set up a subcommittee to look at all the aspects of this issue of impounding vehicles. All right? Of course, part of the investigation, you also have to discuss with the vehicle controller to give you his side of the story. Okay?
Talending Kunyang, what's going on? What's the problem? Talending Kunyang, I saw your tag up. Talending Kunyang. But it was your tag. Is he enjoying freedom of and rule of law, democracy? So it's against democratic tenets to use someone's tag without his consent. Or did you consent to it? You didn't. So he should be charged. Thank you. The member for Woodley East, you have the floor for a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Vice President endeavor to provide the results of this investigation relating to this impoundment of vehicles to the National Assembly once it is ready?
Honorable Speaker, I want to inform this National Assembly that when it is done, definitely a report will be shared with you.
Member for Joshua, it's your turn to ask your supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency Vice President, are there any plans in maintaining this vehicle before returning them back to the rightful owners?
Because that's a substantive question.
There is a point of order from member for opinion.
Mr. Speaker, point of order 43.1. Supplementary question may be put to the purpose of elucidating an oral answer. Honourable member, the question he is asking about the maintenance is substantial.
Honourable members, order sustained. Question number 30. Question number 308 of 2023 by the member for Woolly West.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could His Excellency the Vice President inform this August Assembly what specific initiatives and support the government plans to provide for the flood victims of the recent floods in Woolly West, particularly those in Kolibantang, and how the government aims to enhance disaster preparedness and response to mitigate the impact of future floods?
Honourable Speaker, please be informed that the National Disaster Management Agency, under the Lean Season Response with World Food Programme, provided assistance to some victims in Woolly West. Notwithstanding, the agency, in collaboration with the National Roads Authority, intends to create rainwater diversion systems, build water retention ponds, and clearing waterways in communities that are at high risk of flooding across the country.
Your Excellency, these people need more than not only food. Still now, some of these people are homeless. So is there any means on ways and how still now they can get more support from the government?
Honourable Speaker, I think the role of the National Disaster Management Agency is actually based on emergencies. It's not on long-term sustenance of families. I think those are for other agencies working together with the area councils. But at this point in time, that is the only thing that they can do, after which maybe assessment will be done for long-term support for those families, by which we need to get support from other development partners before we can be able to provide that.
Your Excellency, then these people, they don't get any emergency support, if that's the case. Because these people...
Honourable, can you repeat that question, please?
What I'm saying is they don't get any emergency support because during the time of the flood, what they get, what they were given, you cannot call that as emergency support because they were having food. They need shelter though in that time, not food.
That is not a question. The member for Central Badibu, you have the floor for a supplementary.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Speaker. Don't have.
Who is that? Huh? Who is that? Huh? Yes, Willie West, yes. You have another supplementary question?
Question.
He had his two already.
No, he did not respond to my question.
No, you didn't ask a question. No. Central Badibu, please.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, could the Vice President inform the August Gathering whether there is any national strategic disaster responsive plan for the Gambia? Because we know that disasters are natural, they need to happen. But once they happen, what strategy do you have in place? And is it costed or budgeted too?
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I wish to inform the honourable member that the National Disaster Management Agency is actually working on that plan together with the support of a consultant, and they have finalized the policy, and they will develop the strategic plan, which will be costed and shared. Thank you.
The member for Woolly East, it's your turn to ask supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you know the Kolibantang, which is mentioned, the way the road is done there, it looks like there is no culvert around the area. Would you endeavor to study the situation of the road and the situation of the culvert so that a culvert will be provided so that water will be able to go? Because that's the main reason why Kolibantang was terribly flooded the way it was done. Would we endeavor to study, would the government study that road formation, the way it is done, to ensure that a culvert is put there to allow water to pass?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. That's why if you refer to my response, I said that the National Roads Authority will be going there to look at, to build water diversion systems and water retention systems. That's all part of the system. Thank you.
Member for Sabah-Sanjal, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Vice President, you've mentioned that emergency response was done in those areas mentioned in the question. Are you considering providing shelters as emergency response? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I think the issue of providing permanent shelters is not the responsibility of NDMA. I think that was the response I tried to give to the questioner. All right, the NDMA is just when a disaster occurs, what are the immediate needs, and mostly it's food and clothing. That is why they come with food and they come with clothing. All right, the long-term shelter needs, that has to be done in collaboration with the existing structures, including the area councils.
Member for Serekunda, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Since global warming is a reality and recently we are experiencing very bad floods, like people losing their residence, so what plan does your institution, MDA, has to cater for evacuation centers across the country, to cater for those who lose their homes during the flood?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to refer to the response I gave earlier in response to the strategy that had was the member for Central Badibu asked, that we are developing a policy and a strategic plan that will include all of this as part of the activities of that. At this point, we cannot say, but when it is finalized, it will include all of those strategies. Thank you.
Member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
His Excellency the Vice President, what other support do you give other than food and clothing when disaster strikes people's environment?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Like I mentioned earlier, normally there is a team, they do an assessment. The team will go there and do the initial assessment, and based on the assessment, they will now look for support. The assessment will determine what are the immediate needs that those people have, and try to address that based on available resources. At this point, you cannot say this is exactly what is going to be done unless the disaster occurs. All we can do is disaster preparedness to make sure we minimize the incidents, when it occurs. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, thank you very much for those answers provided to this August Assembly. You may now leave. Clerk, we may proceed.
Questions for oral answer by the Honorable Minister for Health.
Honorable Minister, you may proceed to the podium. Honorable members, questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Health by Honorable members for oral reply. Question number 329 of 2023 by the member for Central Body.
Thank you. Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health update the August Assembly on the inauguration or official opening of 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃 new health facility?
Thank you very much, distinguished Honorable Speaker, National Assembly members. The 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃 new health facility will be inaugurated in the first quarter of 2024. Thank you.
Question number 330 of 2023 by the member for Serekunda West. Question number 331 of 2023 by the member for Banjul North. Question number 332 by the member for Banjul North. Question number 333 by the member for Latrikunda Sabiji.
Honorable Speaker, I'm here.
Banjul North, you are late. All right. Question number 331 of 2023 by the member for Banjul North.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the results-based financing program of the Ministry to public health facilities in the country?
Honorable Speaker, the results-based financing, also called RBF, is being transitioned into the National Health Insurance Scheme. The majority of the funding for this program comes from the World Bank. The World Bank is also supporting the funding of the health insurance scheme. The availability of funds will be a challenge if both are to run concurrently. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, I would want the Honorable Minister to tell us if there is any tendency of transferring the RBF program to the National Health Insurance Scheme.
Honorable Speaker, I didn't get the other word. I think it's tendency, you say? Okay. Actually, that is what is being implemented. It is being transitioned into the National Health Insurance Scheme. The operationality is going to be similar. In the National Health Insurance Scheme, health facilities will be recruited, they will provide services, and they will bill the insurance authority for those services. So the insurance authority is equally going to be paying those health facilities for the services they provided. By so doing, the facilities will have additional resources which could be spent the way they are spending the resources for the results-based financing. So if the results-based financing were to stay, and we have the National Health Insurance Scheme also operating in a similar fashion, the resources would not be adequate, and then it will be like doing the same thing twice.
Honorable Minister,
yes.
Please, when you are answering supplementary, you summarize not more than 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Honorable Minister, looking at your response, like the saying goes, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. And currently we have seen what RBF is doing in our various health facilities in this country. Is it not possible to run these two programs parallelly?
Honourable Speaker, point of order. No, it's about that, because I asked already.
No, wait, you can order this.
There's point of order by the member for Opiniomi. Can we hear the point of order?
Yes, Honourable Speaker, my point of order is order 38(1)J. A question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. Honourable Minister made it very clear that the two cannot run concurrently because the fund for RBF is going to be used to run National Health Insurance Scheme. That's what he said. And he's asking whether they cannot run concurrently. Yes.
Yes. Honourable.
It's a different question. It's a different question.
Member for Banjul North, did you ask that question?
The question that I asked is that why is the ministry taking the risk? You understand? No. Understanding that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Already we know RBF is existing and they are doing extremely well in our health facilities. So why do you want to divert the RBF to the health insurance? So that is what I want to know. Is it not possible also for the two programs to run parallelly? I don't...
Point of order.
Honourable Member, the substantive question is, could the Honourable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the results-based financing program, that's the RBF of the Ministry to Public Health Facilities in the country? And he responded, they are using the RBF to the health insurance. And your supplementary is, why can they run concurrently? Yeah. Honourable Minister, provide answers. Honourable Minister, provide answer to that question.
Okay. Honourable Speaker, it's a matter of resources. The resources wouldn't be enough. RBF is not forever. It was a strategy developed to strengthen the health facilities, but it's usually for a period. And the entity, that's the World Bank, providing those resources is the one helping the Gambia transition to have a national health insurance scheme, because it is believed that is for sustainability, and that's for also posterity, so that the Gambia has a system to take off catastrophic health expenditure out of hands of the individuals, so that there is a scheme that provides for the people when they need the health services. That's the reason. So RBF was like a stopgap measure to strengthen the system, to support the facilities, to build capacity, but it was not actually meant to be forever. Thank you.
Member for Lower Fulad West.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Honourable Minister, we want to inform you that from the budget line, there is no fund allocated for the health insurance scheme operation. And yet still your ministry intend to pay them salaries of 36 million out of services that they're not doing. And we also aware that the RBF is a project.
Honourable, don't make a statement. Ask your supplementary question.
Yes.
We are not debating. Just ask a question.
Okay, I reframe my question. Honorable Minister, are you aware that the results that the RBF have shown would to continue until 2025?
Repeat the last part. The results.
Yes, my question is,
what continuing?
As the results of the RBF in the improvement of the health status of this country, and it is budgeted for until 2025, why the abrupt destruction of that budget and now taking that fund to a health insurance scheme?
Well, Honorable Speaker, when you have partners who are supportive and they give advice as to how to establish a system, which is the National Health Insurance Scheme, which in the long run is the best really for the population. And these are the funders. We couldn't argue more because they were the ones providing the funds. So it's for that reason.
Member of Banjul Central, you have the floor.
Honorable Speaker, my question has been answered. Thank you.
Member for Opanyomi.
Thank you. My question is being fully answered by the Minister.
Member for Fonye Councillor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you've mentioned World Bank as the main custodian funding of RBF. As World Bank heard the scheme of insurance covered, would they not immediately stop the RBF fund? Thank you.
If I got it right, you say if the insurance scheme has come, would the World Bank not immediately stop? So that's in fact what the discussion is about, because the scheme is coming and the RBF is being withdrawn. So that's what is happening. So, but we're going to have an insurance scheme now instead of the RBF. And World Bank has already invested in the insurance scheme. They've supported us in the establishment. So that is the rationale. Yeah, thank you.
Member for Talending Kunyang, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The Honorable Minister just informed me that they are transitioning into the health insurance scheme using the World Bank funds, and that project is phasing out 2025. What are the plans to continue funding the insurance scheme, since you said it's best compared to the RBF?
Thank you very much. Just as with many of the partners, certainly the bank also wants to see the commitment from the side of government, the commitment as to what the government wants to put forward to establish a scheme. The bank, as I am aware, I'm made to be aware, is also not willing to shoulder that entire responsibility. That is why it was very important for the scheme to have been allocated resources by this august body. That would have facilitated the implementation. Because with the commitment from our side, we've been very hopeful that the funds you are talking about will be made available for the continuation or for the insurance scheme to kick-start it. So that has been a challenge, yes, I must say. Yeah.
Question number 332 of 2023 by the member for Banjul North.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the status of the implementation of the AKI Task Force report's recommendations?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker,
The recommendations of the task force were analyzed and divided into two categories for action. Short-term, that's immediate, actionable ones, and long-term, continuous ones. About 88% of the recommendations are either completed or already commenced. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, rather. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister be more specific in terms of the response?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The recommendations are numerous, and we have a whole long list of them here. It could take an hour to go through them, and the actions that have been taken. That is why we gave you in the form of a percentage, but if you wish, we could hand you over these recommendations and the actions taken, or we could equally go through them here.
I think if you can share with the members.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
The member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Minister endeavor to check the situation relating to importation of cough syrup from India, considering that so many pharmaceutical companies in India have failed the test in producing cough syrup?
Honorable Member, what? Honorable Member?
The acute kidney injury has been purportedly caused by the wrong cough syrup, which is coming from India. So I am calling on the Minister to endeavor to check whether Gambia should still continue to import cough syrup from India, considering that almost 50 pharmaceutical companies have failed the test in the production of cough syrup.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for making that statement for the Minister to take note. You make a statement. You said you are calling on him to check. You are calling on him to check. He will check. Question number 3.
Look, we are here to work. Don't go on making things.
No, you didn't.
We are here to work, not just, please.
All right, please.
My question is very clear to the Minister. And
okay,
the Minister,
please take your seat, sir.
Yes, so don't play here, please.
No, Honorable, you are out of order. You cannot say don't be playing here. No one is playing. No. In fact, Honorable Member, if members have their standing orders, members should know their standing orders. And if members are asking questions which are out of order, that's when they are playing. Not the one ruling based on members out of order. You said you are asking him to check. You are not making any, at this instant, we are here, no, don't use your mic, please, sir. No, please.
Speaker, point of order.
Yeah, we are here to ask supplementary questions based on questions and answers provided. If you are out of order or you are asking members to go and check, you are not making any, there is no question. You ask him to check. I ask him to take note and we proceed. Yes, there's a point of order by the member for Opanyomi.
Thank you very much. 29.5. No member shall input improper motive to any other member. Honorable member for Woolly is telling Honorable Speaker that we are not here to play. And Honorable Speaker, he is inputting improper motive. And Honorable Speaker is not here to play. He's at work. He's at work.
Order sustained. Order sustained. The honorable members that
assertion is inaccurate. And please, Honorable Member, can you withdraw that? Honorable Member, please, can you withdraw that, sir? Please be on record. No. Honorable Member, please be on record.
It's withdrawn.
Thank you very much. Member Kebalang Fofana.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you did indicate that you have follow-ups on the recommendations of the ACI report, and then a handout will be given to the members. But can you elaborate on what steps your ministry have formulated with regards to the importation of syrup from India?
Minister, please respond. Oh, okay. Minister, please wait for the mic to be on. Technicians, what's the problem?
Yeah, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, since the onset of the AKI in this country, the outbreak, various steps have been taken. The importation of drugs from India has been scrutinized extensively, and there has been, importantly, pre-shipment, a robust pre-shipment regime now to ensure that these drugs are checked even before they leave the source. A firm has been contracted by the Medicines Control Agency to do that pre-shipment, and they are endeavoring. Their capacity, MCA, is limited, but they are endeavoring to ensure that all these drugs are registered before they are utilized in this country. MCA, unfortunately, is a small agency, and Gambia, being small and capacity is a problem. We don't have many pharmacies to be able to do what we want, but we are increasing that and building capacity at MCA. But for the interim, this is happening. And they also in the verge of partnering with agencies to ensure traceability of these drugs, to ensure that they are from accredited and well-recognized manufacturing entities. So all these are going on. And with the quality assurance testing also being carried out. These drugs are also tested. Quality assurance testing is carried out. They are sent out for quality assurance before our lab is ready in 𝒂𝒊𝒏. Thank you.
Question number 333 of 2023 by the member for Latunda Service.
Honorable, give chance to members, please. It's not 5.
Question number 333 of 2023 by the member for Latunda Service.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly what plans the government has to increase access to mental health services throughout the country?
Honorable Speaker, mental health services need to be decentralized and strengthened. It was one area hit with a huge brain drain. We have recruited a program officer who is working hard to revitalize that area. We are working with the World Health Organization on an investment case on mental health, and work has gone far on this. Capacity building is ongoing, and the ministry has invested in training Gambians to the level of specialization. We also want to inform the Assembly that the draft mental health bill is under review and will will be before the National Assembly in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister tell us you talked about the decentralizing these mental health services. Is there any time frame? What is the program going to be? Can you roll out?
The idea is, first of all, to redistribute the psychiatrists we have, because they are all in Banjul. They are Cuban expatriates. We have 3 in country, to redistribute them so we could have one, at least in TRR, to be able to provide services for people coming from the upper URR and then CRR and the other areas. Equally speaking, we want every health facility to have a mental health nurse to be able to deal with the mental health cases. As time goes on, when the resources are available, we equally want to be able to establish another psychiatric hospital up-country. But there had been a positive action with regards to mental health services that had become dormant over the period. That is to have a team that goes on outreaches from the polyclinic here to various places. So we are reactivating all that and strengthening it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Access, these facilities are one thing. The personnel, the capacity of people manning these facilities is another. So I want the Honorable Minister to inform this august body with regards to the, besides nurses, trained psychiatrists, what are the ministry's plans in terms of psychiatric doctors, indigenous ones for that matter? Thank you.
So as I speak to you, Honorable Speaker, as I speak to you, there is a young Gambian doctor. He's been sponsored to specialize in psychiatry. That's funded by government and partners. There had been one who's also who had been sponsored and has come back and is working at the psychiatric hospital now. He's head of that institution. Of course, capacity building is a continuous process. Of course, resources are also limited, but we continue to advocate and to look for resources, especially through the PMO scholarship scheme, in our prioritization of healthcare capacity building. So what we now do, and government has devised a very good strategy, now each year the ministries are written to send their nominations for the provision of scholarships to those members. So what we do is we look inward to see where the gaps are, and then we send a list of individuals who are interested in those disciplines. Thank you.
Member for Kiang West.
Honourable Speaker, my question is fully answered.
Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, here and there we experience incidents where mentally challenged people go to the extent of even killing some people. And many of them are also roaming the street. Do you have any arrangement with the Ministry of Interior so that the police can help in apprehending some of these people and taking them to Tanga for treatment?
Thank you very much. Honourable Speaker, the management of psychiatric illness is all-encompassing. It's very difficult. You know, we need the society, we need the family, we need, ordinarily, many people who have some form of ailment go to the hospital by themselves. But the challenge is that's not the case in many psychiatric illnesses. So the support from the family is very important. Of course, and the communities. So we also have to all try to destigmatize psychiatric illness and give them the support so that the communities support them to take them to the health facilities. And quite a lot of them improve on medication. We've seen a number of cases who have really been violent, and on medications they've improved. Typically, we do not have an MOU with the police for that, but of course, social workers are there who support. Since we see the psychiatric patients as actually patients, we don't report them to the police, but the community is there, and when they are affected, certainly when lives and properties are at risk, we are concerned, and we support the families and the community to take them to the hospital for treatment.
Nominated Member Kebalang Fofana.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you did indicate that your ministry is currently working on a strategy to decentralize mental health services with regards to improving its access. Does this strategy include also trying to ponder around the root causes of mental health, especially in youth?
Yes. The root causes of mental illness, we've been pondering around them. In fact, there has been some work and evidence around them. But I think, of course, mental illness is on the rise worldwide. Gambia is not left out. But I think one big challenge we have as a country is substance abuse. Substance abuse has become widespread here, and the majority of the patients we have or are abusing some form of substance. So that's, and again, that becomes a big issue that all of us need to get together as a country, because we see it in very young people in the communities. It is really heartbreaking, and it is getting out of control. Thank you.
Question number 334 of 2023 by the member for Kiang Central.
He authorized me to read it.
Well, but he is here.
No, he went on ethics. They have a committee meeting.
Huh?
Balan Makora. Check the page. You send the message on the page, 6th stage. They are on ethics meeting, committee meeting. Yes. Yes, check the page. Willie, check on the page.
Yes, please, you can read his question on his behalf.
I rise on behalf of NAM for Kiang Central. Honorable Speaker, the residents, especially women in Kiang, face difficulties to access healthcare service, especially maternity healthcare. Could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly if his ministry has any immediate plan to address this for the people of Kiang Central? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, Kiang Central has Queen Health Center, which has a newly constructed, fully functional labor ward, which was a community effort with the guidance of the Ministry of Health. The health center runs outreach clinics throughout the Kiang Central District. Similarly, Kiang Karantaba and Kayaf health centers also offer similar services. The Jali Health Center will soon have another minor health center where deliveries will be conducted. Soma District Hospital is now also functioning as a CMONG facility, and the referrals do not have to go all the way to Farfenye for cesarean section. In addition, 2 new health posts will soon be constructed, one in Medina Sancha and the other in Medina Angale. This, we believe, will bring healthcare services closer to the people of Kiang Central, especially the women. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. You mentioned 2 new ones to be built in Medina Angale, where the Honorable Member is from, and Medina Sancha. How soon will this commence?
Thank you very much. This is difficult to say exactly when, but very soon, because in fact one other question has similar input, and we're going to give, inshallah, the list of facilities that will be constructed soon. Funds are available for commencement. So we will start, and as more funds come, we will continue with the rest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you.
Member for Kiang West, you have the floor. Kiang West.
Honorable Minister, when are you ready to finally hand over Jali Health Center for it to be fully operational?
Honorable Speaker, point of order.
There's point of order by the member.
He mentioned Jali Health Center in his response.
Point of order from the member for Ponyome. Can we hear the point of order, sir? Use your mic, please.
Use your mic. You are still turning pages.
Speaker, is 38-1, meaning that the honourable member, the purpose of supplementary question is to elucidate the parent question. So honourable member is asking for a substantive question, which that's 43A. The supplementary question may be put to the purpose of elucidating an oral answer. So honourable member is asking for a substantive question. When is the Quinala Jali Health Facility to be inaugurated?
Yeah, order sustained.
You are haunting me, but this order should not be sustained. Honourable Minister mentioned Jali. I'm just asking for the date of handing over. That's very simple. What is substantive about that? Well, thank you for that.
No, you know, the question was specific to Kiang Central. Wait. He talks about Kiang's, but he later on tied it to Kiang Central. In the minister's response, minister was elucidating and informed the member that not only in Kiang Central, but there are health facilities across Kiang and Jaras and the entire LRR. But the question that you are asking is a substantive question as to when shall Jali be. So, order sustained. Question number 335 of 2023 by the member for Janjambure.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, I think I'm getting my ambulance by January. Let's get to the question. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly if the government has the plans to compensate families of the recent AKI injury, and if so, how much and when? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, this matter is before the court, and we are unable to comment on this at this particular time.
Question number 336 of 2023 by the member for Fonyi Jarol.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the ambulance station in Kalagi Health Center in Fonyi Jarol was withdrawn from the said health center during the COVID-19 pandemic with the promises to replace it, which is still yet to be replaced. Could the Honorable Minister of Health update this August Assembly on the specific date that I'm getting my ambulance?
Honorable Speaker, the ambulance that was in Kalaji had a major breakdown, and the Ministry of Health is working with the Riders for Health to replace all old ambulances once the contract with them is finalized. Arrangement is made for Sintet, Kampasa, and Bondari ambulances to cover Kalaji for any referral. We have recently provided ambulances at Kapa, Kasany, and Tampoto. The ambulances in the region do complement each other to serve the community as a whole. Thank you.
So, I mean, how soon am I getting the ambulance for Kalaji? How soon would that maintenance be ready?
As soon as we get new ambulances, and we're expecting some new ambulances, yeah, inshallah.
Thank you.
Question number 337 of Judge Nyambure.
Yes.
Judge Nyambure, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you did mention that very soon the community of Kalaji would receive an ambulance. Can you please be specific on the timeline?
Honorable Speaker, sometimes it's difficult to say exactly when procurement is involved and when other people are doing that. So the ambulances, the one to replace those for Kalaji, will be provided by Riders for Health. How long it will take them, we believe it will be before the middle of next year, 2024, inshallah. That is that. But that's different from the one that you are expecting.
Thank you. The member for Fonyi Councillor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in issue of Kalaji Health Center, currently the health center is without an ambulance. Patients do normally pay their own cars to go to Buyam. As a ministry, what would be the immediate rescue plan to address this? Immediate.
Thank you very much.
That question was already answered. He answered it. He provided answers to that. He provided. No, he provided answers. He answered. Yes? Open your
okay. But, Honorable Speaker, point of order. Are you going to allow this question?
I apologize. Please.
Are you going to allow this question to be answered by the Minister?
I apologize. Point of order. Please, yes. Can we have a point of order?
Yes. Yes. That went J. A question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. The question is being fully answered by the Honorable Minister.
No, I already, I didn't know you were standing to the same. No. I told him already that question was answered. I was about to read the question, but I saw the tag of member for Joshua. Supplementary question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question is to you and then this point of order man. Is he the one who spearheaded this point of order issue?
Question number 337 of 2023 by the member for Fonyi Bonali. You know the one from Joshua, he is supporting his uncles from the other side of the country.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the status of the proposed health center in Bulengat, bearing in mind that the completion of such a health facility would serve various settlements in Fonyi Bondari constituency?
Honorable Speaker, this is one of the health posts to be constructed. The first phase included 5 health posts which are already in use, Those are in Tampoto, Brikama Nyamba, Brikama Welingara, Makumbaya, and Busumbala. The other health posts to be constructed in phases include the following: Madina Sanja, LRR, Madina Angale, LRR, Buduk, CRR, Kataba Umar, CRR, Jisadi, CRR, Balangar, Jaloto, CRR, Bulengat, the West Coast Region, Kanjabina, West Coast Region, Chairman, Kelbai Dam, North Bank Region, Korojulakunda, URR, Madina Madum, that's also called Bantanding Olof, North Bank Region, Brikama Jamisa, Bakau, Talinding, and Timbing Koto, which is in NBR. Thank you. And work will soon start on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable.
Member for Fonye Councillor, you have the floor for your supplementary.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. To the Minister of Health. Currently, Bulengat villages are currently doing the test of the health center. And again, they have an old ambulance that they are doing their repairs on their own. What could be the immediate assistance to that community before the construction?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I'm hearing this for the first time. So we will look into it and we'll send a team for assessment and we'll be guided by what they find and what they think we can do. Thank you.
Member for Sanamentring, you have the floor for your supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, having heard from the list that I have listened attentively, and I've not heard the construction of any health facility within Sanamentring, more especially Sancheba, that I've already discussed with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the Sanamentring has a few health facilities that we want to strengthen. We want to strengthen the one in Sukuta. The design has already been done and the bill of quantities developed, and it includes expansion, and hopefully that will be enhanced. That will ensure coverage of more people. And Bufuti will equally be renovated and upgraded at some point. Now, yes, there are communities in Sanamentring where the request or the need has been found. That will also be looked at. These come in phases, and as we secure more funding, we'll be able to cater for that. This list is 14, and inshallah it will reach 20 for us to be able to look at other areas where the need is. Thank you. Yeah.
You know, we have special appreciation for our women. So sometimes, even if they are put out of order, you may allow them to get what they want. Member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Honorable Minister, you have read the list of construction health centers across the country, including LRR. Can you include Jifarong Health Center in this list?
Yeah, honorable member will, the honorable minister will include that. Question number 338 of 2023.
Honorable Speaker, I'm not asking him to include, I'm saying, can you? That's a question. Do you understand English? I'm not asking him to do that. I'm asking him a question if he can.
You can see him after here. You are all from the same area. Don't worry. You can see him after here. Question number 338 of 2023 by the member for Joshua.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the current situation at the Namban Clinic in Bakau is unbearable to the extent that patients are admitted on the floor of the emergency room. Could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the level of progress of the renovation work at the EFSTH in Banjul?
Honorable Speaker, we have had setbacks in the contract of EFSTH. We have now resolved all the setbacks and work has started. We are hopeful that the A&E would be handed over by the end of this month. That's December 2023, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, looking at the situation at the A&E and the level of emergency that is coming from the other areas, will that A&E be able to accommodate those patients coming from the other areas?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the population of the Gambia is increasing. The urban settlements are increasing, the number of people. The roads are improving. Accidents are high. The incidence of accidents in this country is one of the highest in the world, not just in Africa. So all those are putting a big burden on and stretching the health facilities, health infrastructure, and even the human resources we have in the health sector. So for this reason, that is why we are building more and more health facilities. We believe that if some of those health facilities we are building are able to take care of emergencies, that will reduce the burden of cases coming to EFSTH. Now, yesterday we launched the National Trauma and Injury Plan, and that has delineated the management of injuries and trauma in this country. Facilities will be categorized to various levels, level 1 and then level 2 and so on, so that what can be handled in particular facilities are dealt with there. And we train the people to be able to detect early which cases need urgent referral, which cases should stay in various facilities. One example is the new Sukuta Health Center. When it is upgraded, is going to get a little accident and emergency wing, so that those cases are taken care of there. So these are the improvements. When the emergency area is ready in Farato, that will also help. Inshallah, Brikama will get a new health center, so that will reduce referral and Basse as well. So these are all the improvements we are doing to ensure that the burden on EFSTH is reduced. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Building all these health centers, are there any plan in sending medical doctors in the provincial area with well paid?
No.
Thank you.
Member for Fonye Councillor, you may have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Minister. As you've said, in the recent of the renovation in Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, investigations have shown that there is no public toilet. If so, why?
I'm not aware of that. When I was there were public toilets, but I'll find out. If that is the case, it will be dealt with.
Member for Banjul Central, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, with regards to specific to Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, my question was supposed to be with regards to the deadline as to when the completion will take place. So I want to know, is it the structural settings? When you say complete, do you mean the structural settings, or, for example, is it also specific to the equipments, specific to the emergency unit? Yes.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, fortunately, we have a whole lot of equipment in the health sector now. We got a whole lot of laboratory equipment provided by the World Bank. A lot of other hospital equipment are actually, in fact, some are being mounted now, and some of them are actually awaiting the completion of the civil works, and they'll be installed. And for the A&E, we get in new beds, inshallah. The A&E has become modern, as a modern A&E in other countries. So we're hopeful that the outcome will become very good. Thank you. Did I answer?
Member for Woolly East, you have the floor.
The A&E was supposed to be end of this month. Offhand, I cannot remember what we agreed on for the whole completion, but it was supposed to be about 5-6 months for the entire hospital to be handed over. But I'll confirm that. Yes, inshallah.
Member for Woolly East, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as you know, the Demban Clinic is doing a fantastic job and is in a strategic position. What plans do you really have as a ministry to upgrade that place for them to continue their great job that they are doing there?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, we thank the Honorable Member for that compliment. When that first hospital was given to the Ministry of Health, it was in very bad shape. Unfortunately, with the support of the government and the partners, it has been brought to this level. We intend to utilize the space more when we get more resources to ensure that the work they do there is maintained. Now, various specialties want to use it, like the orthopedic and neurosurgical teams, for it to be an orthopedic and neurosurgical center. They're currently doing a lot of good work. For the first time, we are able to do hip replacement, knee replacement surgeries in that facility, and complex neurosurgical operation. So we hope to maintain that and expand it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I give the floor to the member for Sane Mentoring. I hope not Sane Mentoring this time.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for ably pronouncing Sane Mentoring correctly. Thank you. But then, Honorable Minister, I quite agree with Honorable Member for Woolly is that Demban Clinic is quite doing okay with regards to the functions that they're supposed to do. But then equally, Honorable Minister, patients are admitted on the floor of the emergency room. Currently, what is the ministry doing to help in remedying that situation for now? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, just as I mentioned earlier, it's capacity issue. It is not anyone's wish. We certainly do not wish for that to happen. But what we try to do immediately is to ensure that they are moved immediately, that bed space is created in EFSTH, and occasionally the sanatorium is also used to ensure that patients are moved quickly so that they don't continue to lie down on the floor, especially when accidents happen. Of course, with casualty situations, sometimes there are big accidents. Even big hospitals and in other countries also suffer, and they have similar situations once in a while. But of course, it's not supposed to be continuous. And we hope with all this expansion, that will be a thing of the past. Thank you.
Member for Panyami?
Yes. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Well, Minister, upon the completion of Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, are there any new services they are going to offer to the populace?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the idea of health system strengthening, increasing the capacity, the facilities, equipment, and increasing the level of specialties, or the number and variety of specialties and specialists at the hospital, is to be able to increase the scope. Currently, we are able to do quite a lot, but we want to strengthen endoscopic procedures. Already endoscopy is being carried out there, but there are a lot of endoscopic interventions that we want to be able to carry out. The new building by the roadside is the endoscopy center. Now, equally speaking, skin grafting and other plastic surgical procedures will be strengthened. But interestingly or excitedly, we're strengthening the urological services. The Qatari embassy is on the verge of procuring high-level urological equipment to be able to allow us to do endourology to the best as it occurs in other countries. Laparoscopic surgery that we've also started will be strengthened. So a host of other activities will be carried out at this facility. Yeah.
Question number 339 of 2023 by the member for Joshua.
Honorable Speaker, can I please observe?
There is point of order. Huh?
Can you please ask the honorable member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 to go back to his desk? Because he's sitting beside me, disturbing me today.
Thank you. The member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔, you are gallivanting around. Can you return back to your country? The honorable member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔, can you return that book, please? No. Can you return it, please? Please, return it. No. Return that book to the member for Ponyomi. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔.
Speaker is my book. It's my standing order. He disarmed me already.
Member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔, please return. Please, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔. No. Okay, even if it's your book, please return it. No, just return that book. That book in your hand, return it to the desk of the member for Ponyomi. Please do that now. We proceed. Yes, just do that now. I agree it's your book, but just return it. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔, can you move, please? Move towards the Ponyomi. Okay, just go there, then you exchange. I think the objective of the member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 was intentional to disarm him. And then, because if you take his bullets from him, you are making it difficult for him to fight the battle. Thank you very much. The member for Joseph, please continue.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, if some are on offside, the flag is raised, but at times some are definitely on red, plain offside, and the football continues. So some point of orders have been raised unnecessarily. On my question, Honorable Speaker, could the Minister for Health inform this August Assembly on the condition of the two X-ray machines both in Nemban and Banjul Hospital?
Honorable Speaker, the X-ray machine at Nemban is a mobile one and had technical issues due to heavy usage. These are not meant for such heavy usage. The technical issue has now been resolved. The X-ray machine in EFSTH is working, and there's now a new digital X-ray machine already in town awaiting installment. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, as of yesterday, the X-ray machine in Demban Clinic was not working. My question is, yes, there is one in Banjul, but looking at the load from Demban to Banjul, if you go to Banjul currently, it takes some time. The X-ray machine is at a halt because of the load of the battery cannot sustain the load that is coming to Banjul. What are the immediate plans to be taken to make sure that these extreme machine problems are solved immediately?
Honorable Speaker, the Deban facility was not meant for the long-term services and the volume of services that is provided now because of the works at Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. So I'll reconfirm if the machine has broken down again for it to be fixed. But the good news is we've got a brand new digital X-ray machine now. We've got 3 of them. One is for EFSTH, one for Bundu Maternal and Child Health Hospital, I think the other for Bansang. But what we are doing, which had never happened before, to the best of my knowledge, in this country, where X-rays are used, they are equally dangerous for people outside. So for that reason now, they are now padding the walls and the doors. And that is where these facilities are going to be, this equipment are going to be launched. So that work will soon be completed and they'll be installed. Now they are digital, that means we can, even the staff can circulate it on the computers. They don't need to carry films anymore. It can be on the phones of the patients as well. So I think that is a very big progress. So we'll continue working with the ones we have on Deban until this is resolved very soon. Thank you.
Thank you for the job well done, but how soon will those machines be installed? As far as you say that you are padding those doors for them, how soon will they be installed?
The work is advanced. I assume it should have been completed by now, but I'll confirm, inshallah. Yeah.
The member for Bundong Kakunda, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. With your permission, please, Honorable Minister, I just want to know whether you have any plans in terms of trying to provide X-ray machine to other big hospitals across the country, including Bundung. Thank you.
Yes. So one of the new digital machines is for that facility. And we'll continue. The other health facilities, the big ones, already have. But we want to ensure that they no longer use the analog system. They are all digitized. So we started the process and it will continue. Thank you.
Member for Manuel Central, you have the floor for your supplementary question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you made mention that there are new X-ray machines that are being expected very soon. My question would be, would the capacity match the demand?
Thank you very much. With the modern equipment, they work faster and they are more efficient. So that means that we'll be able to see more patients within a shorter period of time. So that will be helpful. Thank you.
Member for Lower Salon.
Yes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, yes, this model one, the new X-ray machines, you said they work fast. But the sustainability for these model machines, this there, because we have learned that X-ray machines are repaired by the Senegalese. Are you ready to train our own people to sustain it?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the government and the ministry, by extension, takes capacity building, especially for biomedical engineering, very seriously, because the level of equipment, the number, the sophistication of the equipment that we are procuring, without a good backup, very soon we will be packing all of them. So we are actually training people. In the prioritization of our training, PMO has awarded scholarships to, I think, 2 people to study biomedical engineering. And Honorable Speaker, it is very exciting also to know that the World Bank is building a biomedical engineering unit for us at Farato, adjacent to the hospital buildings. And that contract has also already been awarded, and that means the country will have a biomedical engineering unit for all this equipment. Yeah.
I now give the floor to the member for Fonye Councillor.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, the Minister, Honorable Minister, as you have said, there are trained biomedical engineers. What's the causes of the delay of maintenance of this escalator? If the Minister had already trained biomedical engineers, what causes the delay of maintenance?
We have some, and we continue to train to build capacity. But I think, Honorable Speaker, the fact that Gambia is a small, low-income country, we're a small market, a lot of these items, when you need them, you have to start now getting them from outside. So the consistent supply of spare parts is a big problem, even if you have the people. In big countries with big markets where people can just dash into a shop and buy these things, Gambia doesn't happen to be like that. So that has been a big concern, the availability of spare parts. Thank you.
Member for Sandementary.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Minister, how many X-ray machines in total do we have across the country, if you may know? Thank you.
Thank you. I cannot mention it offhand. We'll have to count, but we can provide information subsequently, later to you. Thank you.
In fact, I was going to rule that question out. Question number 340 of 2023 by the member for Serekunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Given the rate of mental health in our communities, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly what the Ministry is doing to provide care and support to people suffering with mental illness?
Honorable Speaker, we have community services ongoing, but the human resources is very limited. The Ministry has provided scholarships for students in the recent past and has a doctor to be trained as a specialist in Ghana. We, however, have 2 Cuban psychiatrists in country providing services, with psychiatric nurses also providing services. However, Honorable Speaker, mental health services are all-encompassing and need widespread participation by many stakeholders, including the communities. The Ministry of Health is strengthening these strategies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Yeah, given the number of people who suffer from mental illness, and in most cases some of them are very aggressive and do commit crimes in our neighborhood. So what efforts does your ministry do to help those people to access health care?
Honorable Speaker, with reference to point of order, yes. Point of order.
There is point of order. Can we hear?
Yeah. Honorable Speaker, this particular is fully answered. The question the member is asking, with reference to the other question, like question 333, which was asked by the Honorable Member for Latikunda Sabiji on behalf of him by the Honorable Member for Talinum Kunjan. So this we are asking the supplementary question, the Honorable Minister answer all. So I don't think there is any need to be asked again. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker. Yes. No, I want to observe, please. Please.
Honorable members, please, can I please ask the member for Serekunda to repeat his supplementary question, then I hear the point of order again.
Yes, thank you very much. The question that was answered was
No. Just ask the supplementary.
So what I'm asking here is...
The supplementary question that you asked before.
Yeah, what I'm asking here is, what efforts is his ministry doing to help those with mental illness in our communities to access health care?
Member for Ponyo, was that his supplementary question?
Yeah, that wasn't the important question he asked, but like even the one he asked right now.
No, I'm asking you, was that his supplementary question?
Not actually.
Can you please, Honorable Member for Serekunda, can you please repeat the supplementary question you asked
before? Exactly. No, he didn't ask this one.
Member for Serekunda, please.
Speaker, let's not waste the time of the Assembly. This is the second to last question. You understand?
Honorable Member,
yeah?
I ask you to please repeat the supplementary question.
It's exactly what I'm saying. We should adhere to our own rules. Hence, this question is admitted. So I have my right to ask a supplementary question.
All right. That supplementary question, the order sustained is ruled out.
I have a second supplementary question here. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and the Minister of Health. We understand that there are organizations in the country locally that do offer their services to these people suffering from mental health illness, ranging from giving them food, doing their nails. At times, in some cases, they even give them water to take shower. So what efforts are your ministry doing to support such organizations?
Thank you very much. Honourable Speaker, as I mentioned earlier, the participation of the communities and families is very, very important in the care of the mentally ill. As I mentioned earlier, people with mental illnesses hardly go to health facilities to seek for care themselves, unlike the other group. So that means some people have to be by them to take them for services. Now, who can this be? The state cannot do that by itself, mainly, but we encourage people to participate, family members. But too often than not, we've seen family members also abandon mentally ill people, maybe sometimes out of frustration, out of challenges, out of difficulty. So it's a very difficult thing to manage. But we are very happy that these people, these groups, are coming on board. I have met with one or two groups myself when they mentioned that they formed this. And we told them, really, these are the kind of things we are also looking for. People who will come out of the communities to partner with us to ensure that mentally ill people are not seen roaming in the streets, so that they bring them to be provided, for care to be provided for them. So we actually encourage them, and we encourage them to come forward to have MOUs with the ministry, so that we also guide them, so that our mental health unit can also guide them. Because sometimes they could also wish well, but if they are not guided, you know, the performance might not be what we expect. So we are supporting them by partnering with them. Thank you.
Member for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍, you have the floor for a supplementary question.
No, it's okay. I changed my mind. The member for Serekunda picked what exactly from my mouth.
Member for Serekunda, please next time don't pick exact words from people's mouth. Now I give the floor to the member for Lower Salo. Member for Brikama South.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, mental health is in the increase in the country, and some of these patients are very aggressive, and to a certain extent, they harm people, even to an extent of killing them. Are you thinking in any way in the appropriation, if you can increase the allocation in the area, because you laid emphasis on the human resource gap, which is a major issue. So if you can if you are thinking in this line to allocate them and increase the allocation in order to bridge the human resource gap, in order to take care of these people.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. That is good to hear from Honorable Member. So very soon we will bring forward this request for your kind approval. That will be great. But I think in that vein, I think we also need, as a country, a rehabilitation center, because we don't have that. We're starting engagement with partners to see if they can support that. But if as a country we can have that so that people can be rehabilitated to come out of the problems. In many cases, these problems are related to consumption or usage of hard substances. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member for 𝒂𝒏, the floor is yours. But today is question time. 𝒂𝒏, is that a continuous word or separate? 𝒂𝒏. Use your mic.
It's one word, thank you.
Because I thought Sane is last surname of Sane. Mentreng is what?
It's 𝒂𝒏 is one word. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Minister. Is your ministry thinking of building a rehabilitation center with regards to the mental illness? Thank you. Because some of them are very harsh, sorry to say, but then...
Yes, Honorable Speaker, the ministry is thinking of it. It's an issue of lack of resources to do so. So we thought of knocking the doors of one partner. We learned that they've done it in one neighboring country. So we thought we could also benefit from it. And we are engaging them to support. But inshallah, depending on how it goes, the next budget cycle, we will bring it on board if we don't get partner support. Thank you.
Question number 341 of 2023 by the member for Tumanna.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly of his ministry's plan to integrate traditional medicines with conventional medicine as the trend is in other parts of the world? Honorable Speaker, thank you.
Honorable Speaker, the Minister of Health recognizes the importance of traditional medicine and its huge potential to complement modern medicine in the Gambia. Traditional medicine still remains widely unregulated. This makes harmonization difficult. The Minister of Health, however, has plans to strengthen traditional medicine with adequate control and regulation. As part of the strategies of integration, the Ministry will ensure the establishment and maintenance of the regulatory mechanisms to effectively integrate, enhance, and control traditional medicine and other complementary medicines into the public health system. This will be done by facilitating collaboration with traditional medicine agencies of other countries for the exchange of useful information and experience, as well as reviewing and coming up with a new act that will address all issues related to traditional medicine in the country. The West African Health Organization, WAHO Pharmacopoeia, was launched by member countries. This will help in the standardization of traditional medicines. 2 years ago, the Gambia hosted the West African Traditional Medicine Experts Meeting on strengthening traditional medicine in the region. These all go to emphasize government's commitment to the strengthening of the practice of traditional medicine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Is the ministry started in any way recruiting or training our local people who understand our local herbs so they can easily be integrated in our conventional health system? Have you started any training or recruiting?
Thank you very much. There has been regular engagements by our traditional medicines program. The Ministry of Health has a dedicated traditional medicines unit that engages the traditional medicine practitioners. The traditional medicine practitioners have their umbrella body that regulates to some extent their members. But traditional medicine, I must say, is one of the most difficult areas to regulate because the practices are different. Some of the knowledge some practitioners don't want to share, and it's so difficult to regulate what someone doesn't want to share. So that is why we believe we should have the legislative framework that empowers the ministry also to be able to say everyone should be registered, and we categorize them and so on. So the West African Health Organization is very supportive and to ensure that we are able to establish it. So yes, there is some degree of engagement of these people. I have had numerous meetings with them myself. Thank you.
Member for Fonye, Councillor.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Minister of Health, as you have alluded, that there is a unit of traditional medicine in health. I want to put this to you. Why is it still a challenge in using herbs for curing of certain ailments in the hospital when the unit is still available at your ministry?
Thank you very much. The previous speaker, in fact, the question was trying to see how we can integrate it. Because it's not integrated yet, it's a problem. But you cannot also integrate something that has not been standardized, because you need standards. You cannot integrate it when you don't have the legislative instruments to be able to guide the practice. That becomes dangerous. So we need to have all those in place before they can be introduced in any health facility. And how they are actually introduced also has to be guided by some format. Thank you.
Member for Opanyome, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Minister, you mentioned about the coming up with a legislation to legislate the usage of traditional medicine in the country. How far are you with coming up with these acts? If there is a bill or a bill, are you thinking of coming up with a bill to come up with to guide the usage of traditional medicine? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think there has been some documents that have been reviewed by our team. So the bill has not been put together, but that is the thinking that it will be done. The acts, current acts of the ministry are being reviewed, all of them, to fill in the gaps and so on. So where there is nothing at all, we intend for us to bring those forward in the whole package. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Health, for those answers provided to this assembly, and you may go now. Yes, Serekunda, member for Serekunda West.
With your permission, the question 330 was called when I stepped out. With your permission, can I ask the question?
Police, yes. he's my dad, so you cannot ask that question. I won't go there. What's the number you said? Okay. Question number 330 of 2023 by the member for Serekunda West.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly if the government has plans to pursue legal action against companies responsible for the death of more than 72 children from acute kidney injury, and update the Assembly on the progress?
Honorable Speaker, this was recommended by both the National Assembly report and the Task Force on AKI report. Consultations are ongoing and we are working on it with the Ministry of Justice. Thank you.
Any further supplementary? Honorable Minister for Health, on behalf of all the members of the National Assembly, I wish to thank you for those questions provided to this August Assembly, and you are released. You may go now. Honorable members, the member for Woodley East, please take your seat. Member for Woodley East. No, just sit down, please. Honorable members, I want to thank each and every one of you for those substantive questions and supplementary questions asked. And I'll now put the question B.